Hello, internet friends. My name is Bay. Welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail, the MSQ journey, with potentially some role quests mixed in eventually. But right now, the music is tense. We are on quest number 33, An Echo of Madness. Alphino would enlist your aid in checking on the injured Yokhui. We're all armored up, because it's about to happen. If you are ready, there are many injured here who need aid. Should you find anyone passed out from their wounds, I ask you to alert me to them. I can just heal them myself, too. Otherwise, I shall be tending to whoever requires the most urgent healing. We can gather here once we've seen to the people's hurts. It's tough that they can't make quests that know what role you are. I should be able to heal people myself. You, the third promise's protector. Everything was bathed in red light. A searing heat enveloped my entire body. I couldn't move. Maybe eventually they'll figure that out. Have quests that are job-oriented, or at least things that know what job you are, so they can have you do different things. It always feels weird when I can't heal anybody as a healer main. My wounds are nothing serious, but this dryness in my throat, as if all the moisture has left my body. That would feel really uncomfortable. I'm running. I'm running. This is the guy that was carving? Oh no! The carving guy. Everything burns. The touch of cloth is agony, yet I would live. Leave me there, others in more dire need of help. A touch of cloth is agony? Skin hurts? I don't know. It's a big fiery explosion erupted, right? So. Though Valigarmanda's escape is of dire concern, we must need tends to those caught in the conflagration. Yes, that's what I said, just not as eloquently. Maybe the villagers sustained burns, but the fire found no purchase in these stone buildings. A small mercy. Oriange says fire ether pervades the entire village. What happened here? A big kaboom! A big fiery kaboom. Although the vendors are okay. Not very kaboomed. Or not as kaboomed as it could be, I guess. All right. Done all I can for now. The injured are found were awake and alert then. They were okay-ish. That as well. Hello, 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 hello. We left the injured as comfortable as we could. Many were suffering from burns to a greater or lesser degree. Did a fire sweep through the village? The details are unclear. Once I've healed a giant attacked by that mountain bird, the group's leader, Worqor, I believe they called him, bade me depart. It was then that I felt an intense wave of ether and returned to find Worqor's echo in this state. Worqor's. Rushed over to the first giant I saw. Though delirious with pain, he repeated the same warning. Valigarmanda had broken free, thus I did contact you with all haste. Yep, well, where's the big bird then? No, we're going to need more information than that before we can deal with the situation. Yes, we should speak with the temple guard and see what's become of the Skyruin's prison. We should indeed. In we go. They did say the prison was beginning to fail, but I felt certain it would hold for another few years at least. Was I mistaken? I'd be glad to learn that this was all some misunderstanding, a futile hope, by the looks of things. Whatever answers exist await us inside the temple. The High Luminary will have returned by now. Hopefully he's found out more than we have. We need to find out exactly what's going on. Quite. The High Luminary grants you entry and awaits you within. Alright, these guys not hurt. They're fine. They're just standing there. They're just chilling.
What happened?
Oh! Hey, big guy. Oh, he's gone.
So it's true. The ice has failed.
Surmurwar, tell them what you told me.
A short while ago, a claimant paid us a visit.
The only one that wasn't here. Oh, we're getting an echo. That's rare. It's but cool.
Who enters this hallowed hall? Ah, a claimant.
Oh, and here we have the mighty Valigarmanda.
A terrifying withdrawal. With every awakening, it has seared its ruinous name into the memories of a new generation.
What a good little terror. You've stayed napping right up until the day I needed you.
Explain yourself.
I think he kind of already has.
It is as they say. Kulul Jaja caused its magic to run rampant, trapping it in a frozen prison of its own creation. Clever. Clever.
Ew.
To unmake it, it would be quite tricky. 2 spells must be cast at the exact same moment. A conflagration intense enough to melt the ice, and awakening flame to rekindle the slumbering Vitral's soul. The only ones capable of such harmonious execution would be the heads of reason and resolve. And the blessed siblings, Bakul Jaja.
Ew.
You mustn't!
But I already have. Rise and rage, little terror. I might have overdone the fire a bit.
Utter madness. Why have you done this?
For the throne, of course.
You unleash calamity for your own gain? Have you any idea how many may die?
Wreak havoc, Valigarmanda. Live up to your legend.
Yep.
A messenger to Tuli Yolol has been dispatched. The Landsguard will send a contingent, I am sure. But there is no telling when they will arrive.
Mm-hmm.
That idiot! This monstrous act is a step too far, even for him!
So, what's the plan?
Well, first off, it should be to get your brother's feet out of the ground. But after that...
If we leave the withdrawal to others, it will be a massacre. Some might call it the wiser choice, if I don't want to fall behind the competition. But I could never live with myself. And my supporters deserve a better ruler. So that's that. I will stay and fight Valigarmanda. This is an enemy so powerful that even my father failed to slay it. Alone, I don't stand a chance. I understand you've no obligation to aid me outside the right of succession. But for the sake of Urkopacha and its people, I beg you, join me in this battle.
Indeed. As if you had to ask, this is the kind of challenge I live for? What other choice do we have? This is the kind of challenge I live for. Yeah. Get that confidence in there.
Drawn to the chaos. You're as bad as Papa. Don't worry. The Skyruin should prove a big enough challenge for all of us.
Far be it from us to abandon a dear comrade in her time of need.
Dear comrades now, eh?
Well.
I have to say, it does have a comforting ring to it. Knowing someone has your back makes it easier to do what you have to do.
The nods coming in. The nods.
And what will we do?
One committed to winning the contest above all else would race on ahead.
But oh no, they actually are. Oh, okay.
If you resolve to slay Valigarmanda, we'll need to find out where the beast went.
That's what we have you for, old friend.
Now get to tracking.
Inform the Bello of the danger. They may need to flee to lower ground.
Doodaloo do 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 do. When I said I would take on the duties of a guide that did not include the tracking of an ancient and terrible Tural Vidral, Still, we can't leave Valigarmanda free to ravage the land. Should a claimant reckless enough to free the Skyruin become Dawn Servant, what would become of Tuliolo? That fiend Bakul Jaja, he's rotten through and through. There's nothing blessed about him. 2 casters releasing a spell of fire at the exact same moment. A feat impossible for any but a 2-headed Momolja. Is it? I guess so. So, Aaronville, ideas how we can track Valigarmanda. The tried and true method of comparing sightings with other signs of passage is the most reliable, but also the most time-consuming. There's a second option, not as reliable as the first, but if we're lucky, it will let us ascertain the Skyruin's whereabouts far more quickly. Through a though a Taral Vidral of extraordinary nature, Valigarmanda is still a creature of this world like you and me. It is thus sustained by corporeal energy and possesses a unique ethereal balance, which means this device should come in handy. This device? What? A floating hand? I don't have time to be playing with toys. Not a toy. It's an ether seeker. As the name suggests, gleaners use it to detect the ether of living beings. You just had that in your pack this whole time? It's just freaking... It's just a fingy pointy hand thing. I can calibrate it to follow a specific ethereal aspect. The problem with Valigarmanda, however, is that it can shift freely between the elements of fire, ice, or lightning. This is a little bit silly. Well, we know that in order to awaken Valigarmanda from its icy imprisonment, Bakul Jaja casts spells with quickened its fire-aspected ether, and the residents here were uniformly afflicted by burns. Therefore, the logical conclusion is that upon breaking free, Valigarmanda unleashed a giant fiery blast. And the choice is plain: fire. The Seeker, however, is not without its faults. As we were not able to input our quarry's unique etheric signature in advance, the device will respond to any living source of fire-aspected ether. So we have the reliable yet slow method of information gathering versus the potential swift but easily misled Gleaner tool. I say, why not pursue both methods at the same time? Good idea. We'll have that first to fall back on if the second fails. Alright. You travel with me then. In case the Seeker lands me in some fiery fiend. On some fiery fiend, rather. The rest of us can stay behind and talk to eyewitnesses. The more Skyruin sightings we can compare, the more accurate our information will be. If no one has any objections, I shall remain here in the village and tend to the Yokhui. Very few are seriously injured, but I am wary of wounds inflicted by a creature like Valigarmanda. I would like to be close at hand should their condition suddenly worsen. Sure. We have our work to do. That is still kind of weird. I mean, I get it, but it's still definitely super goofy. It's very goofy. It's very goofy. We should be on our way as well. Of course. Dun 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 dun. The Aether Seeker. Please specify desired ethereal aspect. What the hell? Why? I didn't know what pointing the way. Uh-huh. Pointing the way. Indeed. Well. Quest number 34. Pointing the way. Anvil is ready to send his Ether Seeker device in pursuit of Valigarmanda. We'll head to the outskirts of the village first, then set the Seeker to detect fire-aspected ether. Indeed, we shall. After we ride past all these dorks. Alright, the Seeker's ready to go. Worqor's Echo is still suffused with the Skyruin's residual ether, so I've excluded it from the search area to prevent it from swamping the sensors. How'd you do that? You just did it? How? I don't know. Let's begin tracking, shall we? Once you choose to depart, Amber will accompany you. The Ether Seeker will then begin leading you onwards. Follow the Ether Seeker to its destination without falling behind. Okay. Affirmative. Tracking nearest source of fire aspected ether. It goes like the boop, 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 boop. Let's go, Anvil. Keep up. It goes so fast. It's going so fast. I wonder what they're walking after. Source of fire aspected ether located. Tracking disengaged. Uh-huh. Not quite the legendary creature we were after. Nope. Just a fire sprite. Would you mind dealing with that fire sprite? I'll continue to confuse the Seeker if we leave it be. I'll blast it with my spells. A fair amount of health for can't be stunned. Really? It couldn't be stunned? Nope. Okie dokie. A necessary measure, I'm afraid. Let's try this again. I wonder if it's going to be up there on that cliff on the far side that we're walking towards. Oh. Molten Phobads. Well, how? But like, there's no fire anywhere around. All of a sudden, there's like just fiery rock monsters. Frightening enough, but again, not what we're looking for. I will go blast it with my lasers. Bonk. Did I miss one? Maybe not. Nope. Glare 3 it is then. Well, Glare 4 actually, and then Glare 3. Bonk. Bonk. Many thanks. I'd ask if that gave you any trouble, but considering who I'm talking to. Seeker, resume tracking. And do try to point out something useful this time. Affirmative, resume tracking. Like how it actually teleported Aaronville with me. Right, yep. Oh. The big molten, ever-burning rock crater. That would, yep. Sure. Yep. Another remnant of Valigarmanda's last rampage. The crater's flames registered to the Seeker as corporeal ether. In the words of the Tuliholal saga, the Valigarmanda rages out of control. Its fire burns forever, as ice does not thaw, and its lightning crackles without cease. Thus was the Dawn Servant able to turn the Skyruin's perpetual magic against itself, trapping it with an unmelting prison of ice. There is no mundane fire. Oh, this is no mundane fire, but some kind of everlasting sorcery. Once again, it has a strange feeling to see fanciful poetry proven true. The important thing is that the fire was classified as living ether. We can feed a sample into the Seeker and greatly improve its accuracy. One moment. I'm gonna stuff this rock into this weird master hand. Right. There, now the Seeker should ignore any etheric signature but Valigarmanda's. Had I realized this was possible from the start, you needn't have fought those creatures as well. My apologies, Seal. It seems I still have much to learn from this journey as a gleaner and as a guide. That is okie dokie. Oh, well, yeah, that's right to the point, isn't it? Right to the point. Quest 35, the Skyruin. Aaronville is ready to resume tracking Valigarmanda. This time, the Seeker should be attracted solely to Valigarmanda's ether. Zoom tracking based on the latest sample. Affirmative. Resuming tracking. Sample ethereal signature detected. Engaging accelerated pursuit mode. Oh. They fade away into the darkness. No, it's a bloodsucker. Give me that map suck. Yeah, map fragment me. It's a small map fragment right here, I guess. Different section that I didn't get from earlier. Oh, an ether current. My. Hello. I actually might be able to drop off this. Might not let me. Ah, we can. That's actually a lot more fall damage than I expected. More than half my health. Chunked. Yes. Yes. Well, that's just more crater. Good. The Seeker was drawn directly to the Skyruin's fire. We now know I've set the correct parameters for its ethereal aspect. I'll try increasing the threshold of etheric concentration that should direct us to the Taral Vidral itself. Recalibrating sensors, resuming tracking. And away we go. Let's have our other map piece right next to me. No, the big tree's chasing me. Whatever shall I do? Oh no. Here we go. No, ARR mobs, don't get me. Oh no. Oops. Oops. Ah, a cave. Isn't it the cave we came to before? Yeah. Probably gonna go through the cave out to here. I think we'd notice if Valigarmanda was inside this passage. Let's head through to the other side. Right, indeed. Say just one note just over and over again on this track. Well, this looks awesome. Let me guess, they're over there where the mountains are on fire. It's a cool little area though.
The trail ends here, it seems.
Oh, hello.
Could Valigarmanda have shifted its elemental aspect? It does have 3 to choose from, after all. In any case, I'm almost certain the Vitral was headed in the direction of Worqor Lardor.
What you said.
We should let the others know we have a likely location.
Hello.
Alphino is assisting the Yokhoi with their evacuation. He thought they could use a healing hand with the injured.
So where is Valigarmanda?
Worqor Lardor. Its stratified layers contain a wealth of crystals, said to be the source of its many-colored glow. After 80 years of imprisonment, the Vitral will be in dire need of sustenance. It would have been drawn to the mountain's energies.
So Valigarmanda seeks to replenish its ether.
Then we'd better not give it the chance.
Stop!
Oh. Oh.
That mountain is sacred ground. I forbid you to set foot on it.
Sorry, It is not our intention to trespass. But you must understand, that's where Valigarmanda has gone. If we don't slay it now, it will slaughter countless innocents. Just like in the old days, I beg you, permit us to enter.
Out of the question.
Alright, well, we can just beat you up then and go, I guess. I don't know.
Your band is incapable of defeating Valigarmanda. Either you seek to defile Worqor Lardor, or you are fools.
If you doubt their chances, how would you feel were we to join them?
Oh.
The monument to Valigarmanda's defeat bears the names of 7 heroes. With our forces combined, we also number 7.
That's still not 8, though.
Seven weaklings are no less doomed than 4.
Oh, really?
Zoralcha, you've come to help as well.
That would be interesting.
Against my sound advice. While the rest of you were tussling with this Skyruin, we might have secured an insurmountable lead.
This guy's got big Jafar energy. Yeah.
A minor delay. It will not change the contest's outcome.
Uh-huh.
I would take the measure of his Tural withdrawal my father was unable to kill.
With both my brothers here, this battle is all but won.
Your celebration is premature. I never said I would let you pass.
Brother, no! We do not bear arms against our own people!
What an odd thing to say. As I recall, the inhabitants of Chir Wagur Sultan do not consider themselves members of the Tuli-Yolal nation.
That's fair.
I'd hardly call them our own people.
What does that matter? Members or not, everyone in Tural is part of our dream for peace. If you would hurt them, then you'll have to go through me.
It's noble, but you can't save everybody every time. Squint.
She saved me from the mountain bird. Now, then, the same eyes. Eyes of stone. Words of stone.
Huh.
We are still in her debt. This is true. Consider the debt repaid. But do not misunderstand. We do not submit to Tuli-Yolan rule.
Okay.
Aye, you've made your point. We can talk more once the contest is over.
I ask your name.
Wuklamat, protector of peace, and soon-to-be dawn servant.
Even people with wildly different ideals can find understanding through earnest discussion. I believe that, wholeheartedly.
Sometimes.
As do I. I won't give up until we reach a compromise.
Assuming you survive. My old bones and I will be waiting here for the true heir's return.
Uh-huh. Sure, Jafar.
Your thoughts have always been a mystery to me, brother. But I'm relieved to see you put aside the contest for the sake of the greater good.
Our nation is a fortress, and its people the bricks with which it is built. The more that are lost or broken, the weaker Tuli-Yolal becomes.
I guess! Meme. Fair enough.
Even the crudest rock has value as a stepping stone.
Alright, you ruined it.
Come on, you two. Forget about the right of succession for now, and help me fight this overgrown snake bird.
Yeah.
I don't care how strong the Skyruin may be. We're going to put this menace down for good.
Indeed. Okay. Let's freaking do it. Worqor Lardor. Now accessible. During this quest, and when using the duty support system, you have the opportunity to undertake this trial with a party of NPC companions. Some of these allies' roles will differ from those you are normally able to select. Okay. Curious. They have expanded that system. But that still only makes... Okay. Yeah, it makes the 8. I guess he's just a Viper, I'm assuming. We can actually talk to him. That the future Dawn Servant should ignore my counsel to indulge in a whim is vexing. You're a dingus. We needn't speak. Okay, goddamn. What is on your mind, brother? It hath been some while since last I joined thee in battle, therefore, so full have our days upon these shores, it doth seem a lifetime hath passed. I knew Koana wouldn't be one to rush off and leave others to deal with a creature like Valigarmanda. Hold on, Aether Current. This is important. Aether Current, big important. Even Papa not have been able to slay Valigarmanda, but with the Dawn's promise and our allies all fighting together, I believe we can do just that. Never faced anything this powerful before, but I swear I won't hold you back. Valigarmanda will demand our undivided attention. Let's hope Zoralja has nothing sinister planned. This seems pretty makes sense, yeah. Yeah, he's playing as a Viper. Yep, this is all Innovator. Innovator. So I wonder what happens if you get here and you are a DPS. I wonder if they put Kryl to healer. And then what if you're a tank? Does Thancred do DPS as a gunbreaker then? Kind of like what we saw Alphino doing before. Maybe. There's a couple of permutations, but we'd have to replay it in duty support to see the different ones. But I'm sure they're not super vastly different or anything. But, well, here we go. This is actually interesting that you can do this without having to queue up for it. So this happened once in the previous expansion. Obviously, a very different emotional weight happened with that trial, considering this is just big Snakebird. So, it's still cool. We'll see if it kind of ruins some of the mechanics, since a lot of the NPCs will know where to go exactly. Although, Y'shtola's not here to solve every puzzle, because she never gets hit. Large Snakebird. Indeed. What do I have? Oh, willful. Oh, it did break my portrait, even though it didn't say it did. Sending most damage that would normally result in a KO will instead ignite the will to live. I get one free death because there's no one that could res me. Since we're in this by ourselves. All right, Thancred. Go get him, bud. Alright, give me that DPS card. Let's go.
Make ready.
This should do it!
Oh.
Hold still.
Increased trauma will result in a concussion. Okay, so it's the same attack, 2 different tells for the close range hit. Is that a middle nuke? Oh. Okay. Sure, sure. Donut again, I'm assuming. Oh. Oriandra's got the overheal going. Not sure what that means. Oh. Big ice alien. Okay. Avalanche rumbles. Whoa, that's a cool animation. This is keep moving.
I have you now.
Arcane circles of ice. Okay, they're just line nukes. Oh. Okay, so it breaks each. Now we're going earth. No. Lightning. Looks like a rock, but it's a storm cloud. All right.
You're mine.
We want to float above the ground. Okay. Oriandre, no. Oh.
Take
Point blanks at the feathers. Double tank soak. Knockbacks. I say hopefully you can knock back immune that.
Out of my way!
Oh, untargetable. kind of a wild mechanic. All these different blast nukes while you're also dodging. Oh, okay. They went all the way in that time. I was getting a damage buff for longer that phase lasted, I guess.
I have you now.
Instead of calling it Tri-Disaster, it was Thule Disaster. Tuliolo, Tyrol, I guess. Just... Whoa! Hello. It's very angry. Whoa. Slowly consuming you, causing damage over time and increasing damage taken. Oh, the effect will not expire until Valigarmanda is defeated. So permanent dot. Just an aura, essentially. That's that front hit. Ice phase again. It's like a piece of mountain. It's a weird little icon. Oriange is pumping. He's also a bit of a potted plant. He just kind of stands there. Oh, that's the shit. Oh no! Ha 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 ha! You know what? Yep. That makes sense. Yep. Gotta restart. Yep. Just because I have a dash, if you misjudge the distance ever so slightly, you're going off the edge. Yep. Okay. Yep, ever so slightly right off the edge. Oh, it gives me another willful, but like I didn't, there's no way I could get rezzed in that situation. 'Cause I went off the edge.
And more I bring to bear.
Did Oriange just AoE heal and then AoE heal again to overheal? I guess so. Yeah, so this is that cone. Mm-hmm. Oh, they all ate it. Their front half circle. It's kind of cool seeing all of Zerolja's animations. They're different than player animations. Oh, they're different orders. Okay. It can be random. We're doing Storm. That's interesting. They aren't fixed. Oriange's just tanking it. Just face tanking it.
Still.
And you still take damage if you're in the air, because you then get hit by lightning. Ouch. And Orianji does some crazy overheal. Now we're doing ice. That's a wild noise. A big angry snake bird yell. Keep moving. That looks cool. There's the tiny safe space in the middle there, yeah.
I have you now.
Oh, one more blast. Oh, I still had a glare? I thought I used all my glares. Did the last one not fire because of... That last one didn't go off because the target... The beacon thing went down. Oh, where's my mouse? I put my asylum way over there. That's a pretty cool animation.
Hold still.
Oh. Ooh, excuse me. Goodness. That is not a bored yawn. That is a just had dinner yawn. Oh. That's a lot of... That's so weird.
You underestimate me.
It's a little smaller than I thought. That's close. This platform is like barely big enough to do that on. It's only a 15 yalm little fling. Each one of these blocks only about 5. Tanks? Ice again.
Oh God. I can still fight.
You're very okay. You dork.
Together we shall overcome this.
Keep moving, friends. That's really cool. Some of the noises it makes is really wild. I think the mix to make those noises. Nice. It would have been had last pull, would have been a one shot, but I fell off with my new dash. Still gonna use to have that much power. And it exploded. Of course it did. Any dialogue after that? Oh yeah. I'd be curious to see Zeralja in action. It was an ordeal indeed. Nothing for Thancred? You fought well, Lamati, without hesitation. We won? We won! Small wonder they called it the Skyruin. Wow, you sarcastic? I expected more. Oh, that was grueling. Sorry, I fell off. My bad. I have to get used to how far that is. It was more than half the platform because I was back here, so that's I don't know. That's gonna be a problem during progression sometimes. I feel like I have to know I'm further away than where I have to move. Once I start, this platform doesn't have any like lines on the floor or whatever to judge. It's just rock. I don't know how we even got here. How did we even get here? We're on the boss platform, giant plateau. How did we get here? Well done.
We did it. We slew Valigarmanda.
We did.
A feat that even the great Gulul Chacha couldn't manage. For you, Papa!
That's cute.
There's no denying it was an impressive achievement, but I wouldn't be so quick to claim we've outdone Father.
I don't think that's what she meant.
The Federal was weakened by decades of imprisonment. Had we faced it in its prime, we wouldn't have fared a fraction as well.
That's fine. It's always weaker when we fight it,
How can you say that? 80 years couldn't have made that much of a difference. Could it?
I love her stances she gets into when she's like stunned by something. I mean, it could have, depending on how long it was alive beforehand.
Oh, who am I kidding? Papa's still the best.
You fought well, though. I'm sure you'll surpass him one day. And you have a ways to go. Well, that's kind of rude. I don't know. Hit her with, I'm sure you'll surpass him one day. It's kind of like a backhanded compliment, but it's a little silly.
You're right about that. Just need a few more battles like this one under my belt.
The Skyruin lies dead, and still, I've yet to prove myself the miracle.
Well, you did it with 7 other people. You do by yourself.
Well, I suppose we should head back and join Erenville.
We should go back and join Erenville.
We did leave him with only Sarelja for company.
Yeah. That got even Thancred and Oriange laughing. Oof. Oof. Okay, what the hell? We just like some big door to nothingness, and all of a sudden we're just teleported to some crazy plateau thing. Yeah. That was fun. Didn't I tell you? I pull my own weight in battle now. Witnessing Zeralja in battle, I understand why he's widely considered to be Tuliyolal's greatest warrior. It is fortunate we vanquished that winged calamity ere it could inflict greater suffering upon these lands. Koana did well. Our promise has promised too, don't you think? The matter of outdoing our father aside, that was the best outcome we could have hoped for. Never again will our people need to fear the looming shadow of the Skyruin. I'm still giddy from our victory. Oh, and Zeralja's just poof gone. Alright, sure, of course he is. Your proud expressions bespeak a successful hunt, not that I'm surprised in the least. Zeralja came back earlier, but left almost immediately with Sarelja in tow. He seemed disinclined to share in any victory celebrations. Nothing unusual for Zeralja. No, it's Bakul Jaja that concerns me. He's probably far ahead now, making the most of the mayhem he caused. I still can't believe he did something so evil just to slow us down. If we hadn't slain Valigarmanda, it wasn't only Yorkapacha at risk. There would have been deaths across the entire continent. I'm more certain that even Bakul Jaja cannot be allowed to rule. I have to catch him and take back my keystone. You think? You think? He's a psychopath. They are a psychopath. Because there's literally 2 of them. I'll make Bakul Jaja answer for this. But also, it doesn't necessarily seem like he's that strong. Like he's powerful, but not that strong. It's almost like a weird boast. It's a lot of showmanship. Thancred with the quest, though. Is that so? Very interesting. Well, we'll continue on work. That's really not too much in that chapter already there. The trial just kind of melds together with now we are on to quest number 36. The Feet of Ice. Thancred would suggest sharing the news of our victory. The Yakui must still be anxious, wondering where and when Valigarmanda will strike next. I suggest we hurry back and allay their fears. Alphanos as well, I should think. Yep. Yes, you're right. We shouldn't let them worry another moment. And with that, I can't glamour plate right here? Damn it. Take me back. To be at least in any little city. That's right. Duh. I thought I was standing in the middle of nowhere before, but I guess I was close enough still. Uh-oh. There we go. It's still loading. Casual wear time. And see, now it's not, it's gonna say it's fine, but it broke last time. I was doing the passport face. I was very passport faced earlier. We're all just lined up here, huh? I see Master Alphano hath made good use of the time to further tend to the wounded. While we're contending with that screeching menace, I expect Bakul Jaja was off to the next feat. Amidst the chaos of the Skyruin's awakening, I had forgotten we still have the feat of ice to complete. We do. Thought the villagers would be hiding. Alphano's confidence in us must have reassured them. I expected I would be asked to track many things during the course of our journey, but Valigarmanda was not among them. Scaling a massive mountain, fighting an elector, battling into legendary monstrosity. Yes, you could say I'm a little tired. Welcome back. Not for a moment did I doubt that you returned safe and sound. Look how they're talking to each other. That's cute. Before we do anything else, we should talk to Gerfler. Yes, let's go talk to that man.
To the temple, then.
Oh, indeed.
That won't be necessary, heroes of the hour.
That voice, though.
Valigarmanda is no more. Yours is a victory worthy of song.
We had plans for a second feat to be conducted here in town. But the recklessness of your fellow claimant has rendered them pointless.
Oh.
A second feat?
The feat of ice. You are to fortify Valigarmanda's prison.
Oh, well. Ah! I can see how that's a little bit...
How shall we proceed, High Luminary?
What more would we test, Zurmurwer? They have defeated the Skyruin and saved the gods know how many lives. If they are not worthy heirs to Kulul Jalja, then no one is. Now that our last claimant has arrived, we can proceed with the formalities. For the skill and bravery the three of you have shown, I award you each a second keystone.
That makes sense. Clink.
That makes 5. Only 2 left to collect.
Except that one of those 5 is in Bakul Jaja's thieving hands. He will answer for that. And for losing Valigarmanda.
Mm-hmm.
You have brought lasting tranquility to our home and earned the gratitude of every Yokwi. May glory and prosperity continue to bless Tuliolol as we enter this new age.
He just leaves. Yep.
Was never much of a talker, our brother. If you're up for it, you should visit the capital. I'd like everyone to get to know you and your people better.
Ha! I'll consider it. If it's one of you two who claims the throne.
Then you need only await a missive from Sunperch. I'll be sending out invitations.
Ah.
Today is a day for unusual visitors.
You... Wukyamat, was it not? I doubted you could slay Valigarmanda, but the quiet skies proclaim your triumph. Had the Vidral been suffered to roam free, it would have terrorized us all. Once again, we find ourselves in your debt.
You owe us nothing. We fought because we wanted to.
Yet a debt has been incurred. All the same, it will haunt me if I do not repay it.
I wouldn't even know what to ask for.
Perhaps he can tell us about the dreams of the Golden City.
Oh.
Oh, good idea. That was on my list of questions I wanted to ask.
The Golden Dreams. Yes, we have records of our forebears and their visions from the time before the Shaktural expedition.
What did your forebears see?
A heavenly land, suffused with a golden glow. Its people lived as gods, never aging, never dying, free from hardship and conflict. Every building was a palace, and in their midst reigned a silent goddess, a statue so tall even my kin would need lift their gaze to behold its visage.
A statue of a goddess. That's new.
Aye, and compared to the abstract imagery we'd previously heard, this was a detailed description.
The dreamers were consumed by their visions, compelled to seek out the paradise they'd been shown. They journeyed to Shaktural, where they died in droves.
Those who go in search of the Golden City do not return. The tales Worqor shared may have been rooted in historical fact.
Perhaps. Who can know the truth of it? Once our ancestors left the forest, there were no more dreams. No dreamers.
The forest? What do you mean?
From the very first, the visions were set to visit only those who worked the quarries in Yaktel. But after they were ravaged by disease and saw fewer newborns, they were forced to abandon that territory. Once our people's withdrawal to Urkopacha was complete, we never again dreamed of the Golden City.
So only Yokhui in that one specific area experienced the visions. Fascinating.
Well, we're headed to Yaktel next. Maybe we'll find out more when we get there. Thank you for sharing your stories with us.
I do not require gratitude. I merely repaid a debt.
Sure, I guess.
Farewell, Wook Lamat. I do not think our paths will cross again.
Yeah. That was suddenly also a lot. Our turn of events were only meant to strengthen the ice, but Bakul Jaja's idiocy forced us to do them one better. With only 2 keystones remaining, you've at last begun to gain a fuller picture of the legend of the Golden City. So, Yaktel is where the Yokhoi had their golden dreams. You may soon have a chance to investigate that tale firsthand. A heavenly land suffused with a golden glow. I don't think Vorporlor and his brethren will have a sudden change of heart about Tuliolo. That doesn't mean they'll never change at all. Today is proof of that. Alright, time to track down the next elector. We shall do just that. Moving right along. That was just a lot of additional story there, that's for certain. We move on to Quest 37. The Promise of Peace. Aranville would propose a course of action. This time we returned to Tuliolo. After scaling Tiral's tallest mountain and battling a legendary beast to the death, even dauntless heroes like you could probably use a rest. In any case, there are preparations to be made before we can visit the next destination laid out in the saga. The respite would be most welcome. I believe I hear the Forarb cabins calling our name. Watching Vorporlor get caught up in Wuklamot's unstoppable wake reminds me of my younger days. Okay. Does it? That's what reminds you of your younger days? Okay. Sure it does. Indeed. Alright, let's just head back. Tuliolal it is. Bring in the jazz. Here it comes. Oh yeah. Yeah. I've had this headset on so much these last few days. Oh my goodness. To the cabins until something inevitably pulls us away immediately. There are still 2 feats left to go. I want to face them refreshed and ready for action. Sure, yep, fair. I won't say no to clean sheets and a soft pillow. No sooner did we set foot back in Tuliolal than I felt the weight of recent events set in all at once. I am definitely due for a long nap. It's just called sleep. Trial. I'll take the opportunity to think on some things. Rest well, everyone. We can meet back here later on. I have a small errand to run in the city, so I'll leave you to recover. Oh my god. We'll be heading to the palace, Wuklamot. Wuklamot, did you hear me? Lost in our own little world, it seems. Well, no matter. We'll be back soon enough. An attendant is standing by to unlock your cabin. Enjoy your stay. The best way I know... She is totally lost in thought, it would seem. How many cabins are there? Just 4? I guess so. I guess they're multi-parters. Or there's multiple in one, maybe. Maybe not. No, it's just one. Welcome back, Master Kuan. Your cabin is just as you left it, minus a light layer of dust. I mean, sure, thanks. That's a very goofy way to put that. We are supposed to be on a beach vacation after all. Oh, we're doing this again? We're doing this again? People just showing up at our hotel room. This is a new trope they do. Ah! Hi.
You have a moment?
We're doing this again. Yep. Hi.
There's something I wanted to talk to you about.
Go on.
So,
Uh-huh. This is very anime.
It's just too stuffy in here, that's what.
No, it's not.
We should go outside. Aye, a nice walk in the fresh air. That's what we need.
Wuklamot, this room only has 3 walls. Sorry to drag you away from your nice, comfortable cabin, but I feel the walls closing in. Oh, I know. I'll take you to one of my favorite places in Tuliolal. That should help me keep my thoughts in order. We'll go to the Resplendent Quarter and make our way up from there. I was supposed to be resting. And what did I just say? Someone's gonna immediately pull me away from some resting time. Our character could never rest, though. Never. Always on the move. Always spamming glare. Ay, 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 ay. Hello? As I was around the hitbox of it, I couldn't click on it. All right, now we're here. Oh, hello, dear. Are you one of Wooklamat's new friends? Is it Peshiwa? What are you doing up and about? Is your back feeling a better? Oh gosh. It's much healed now, so don't make a fuss. Besides, can't be lounging in bed all day when you're out there fighting your hardest to win the throne. You're a claimant with the greatest love for peace. Love this nation of ours, and lending you my support is the least I can do. Okie dokie. When I see you smile like that, how can I not be encouraged? Oh, there's plenty more who believe in your cause. I can recruit a whole battalion of smiling faces if you think it'll help. Yours alone is more than enough. Thank you, Peshiwa. And thank you, Third Promise. I shall pray for your success in this contest. As she spins around on her heels and turns and leaves. All those smiling faces. Hi, it's me. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. It's just that with the progress we've made in the contest, even these everyday encounters feel that much more special. Do you think we can take our time and maybe wander around a little first, that we can head to that spot I was thinking of? Okay. We'll wander around, I guess. That's a pretty shot.
This is much better. I used to come here all the time when I was little. I'd look out over the whole city, and whatever worries I had would seem so small. Do you remember what I said at the top of Worqor Zormor? That I would fight to preserve Papa's peaceful Tural? Well, I've been thinking a lot since then.
Girl, that was like last night.
About what peace really means. If it's just the absence of war. And it brought to mind all the best parts of our journey so far.
that was 16 seconds ago, but sure, okay.
I realized nothing gives me greater joy than the happiness of others.
That's fair.
Life has its ups and downs, but the company of family and friends and the music of their laughter is what makes it worth living. And as silly as it might sound, I've come to believe that those smiling faces are the best measure of peace.
That's the sort of thing I'd expect you to say. You wish for a world like in the Yakui's dream, where ideals are nice in theory. You know, how far is she taking that? Can bring up the Yakui's dream. I'm not sure she's thinking that far, but just to gauge it.
With eternal life and no struggle or conflict, it's certainly an ideal worth striving for.
But
who knows if we could make such a world a reality? But renouncing war and conquest seems like a good place to start.
Huh.
So, this is my plan.
Okay.
When I become Dawn Servant, I'll build on Papa's peace. Our people will live together in happiness. It's just like Kryl said. By taking the time to hear their concerns, understand their feelings, and consider how best to serve, with each passing day, I'll be that much closer to becoming the leader I want to be.
Man, Miss Tori's gonna go tits up at some point, right? I'm just like, it can't be like this, like, kind of heartwarming, other than like Bakul Jaja's nonsense. Like, something's gotta go, like, bad.
It's hard for me to say how much I've changed since the contest began. But there's one thing I can say with confidence. I wouldn't have come this far without you as allies. If it wasn't for you all listening and feeling and thinking along with me, I would have never learned so much, and in so short a time. There are 2 keystones left. After everything that's happened, and imagining what could happen, are you still willing to walk this path with me? Thank the gods for that. Well, I've nothing else to get off my chest. I need to head to the palace, but I'll see you back at the cabins.
Okay. Okay. I was expecting a little bit more, like something a little more like revelatory, but it's just her character growth. It's cute. Of course, we gotta sleep planked out, not covered up, fully clothed. And that could be how tired we were, but it's always so silly. At least take the shoes off. Who sleeps with shoes on? Yeah, this story. Where's the bad story turn gonna happen? I know we're supposed to be on vacation and all, but like, come on. All right. Okay. Bring in the jazz. Every time. It just gets right in your blood. Hello, Alphino. You look to be in good spirits. I assume your leisure time was well spent. I was glad to snatch some quality sleep myself after all. I will soon be back on the road for us. It will soon be back on the road for us. Indeed. Indeed it will. Most likely, I think. Probably. What's that tied to? Complete the main scenario quest, The Promise of Peace. Oh. Oh, it's a title. Herald of Peace. I got the title On the Trail earlier as well. Okay. Very good. Well, I think considering that was the end of that like trial arc, it's a good place to stop for this one. Thank you for watching. If you're watching on the YouTube version, if you're watching live, then there'll be more in moments from now. But I think that's a good place to stop for here. Thank you very much for watching it. Again, if you want to watch more Final Fantasy XIV stuff, there's plenty of other things in the playlist on the YouTube channel, as well as Final Fantasy XVI and Final Fantasy VII Remake and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, even the hard mode platinum trophy grind. Woo! That was something. And then a whole bunch of other things too. A bunch of FromSoft games, as well as the Jedi games, God of Wars, stuff like that. Lots of RPG playthrough videos if you'd like. Now I gotta decide if I wanted to go do role quest stuff. Early 94, so at the most we get 2 role quests. Maybe like 94 and then do more at 97 maybe.